Direct and responsible communication is easy to say and difficult to do. Direct is approaching a person without hesitation with important information that this person needs to be able to act. Responsible is say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Here comes complex questions. What is the truth? What is important information? What do this person need? Any issue has different perspectives from where it can be seen. The expression, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, is a great expression to understand that a truth depends on the person who interprets. A certain matter can therefore have many truths. Not being direct and responsible can have fatal consequences, and here are some situations that can easily occur in a company. I'm not telling you about a critical issue in the production because I'm sure you know about it already from other sources. This means delayed decisions and actions, lower productivity, and lower results than could have been. I'm not telling you about needed competences in the team I lead because my job is to deal with it myself. This means lesser great ideas on how to deal with it, slower improvements, and longer time to reach high performance and business results. I'm not giving you feedback on your performance because you would probably not like me to. This means continuous lower management performance, which has an effect on people in the whole value chain that this manager leads and manages. This can cause lack of decisions, actions, productivity, and business results. I'm not telling you that the way you try to lead and manage me frustrates me because I believe that it will affect my career. This means that the middle manager has a lower productivity and impact on people due to frustrations that are stealing his or her focus. This can again lead to lower productivity and innovation in the team and thus lower business result. I'm not telling you about a key customer about to leave because I haven't come up with an explanation that doesn't put me in an unfavorable position. This means that the manager leading the middle manager cannot help find a solution for the customer to stay. I'm not telling you how to handle a difficult situation because I want you to fail and leave. This means that whatever good the manager is doing, the middle manager will try to jeopardize it. This may include lowering the productivity followed by a lower business result. What holds people back in being direct and responsible is most often feelings like, I'm afraid of this person. I don't want to step on people's toes. It is not important for me personally. I don't care about this person. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to hurt other people's feelings. I'm not clever enough to have an opinion. Being direct can cause the manager to react in ways that most people don't like. Some of the reactions can be being offended, sad, irritated, or aggressive. It can also cause the manager to react in ways that most people do like, and some of the reactions can be being happy, grateful, interested, or enlightened. The risk of the manager reacting in ways you don't like can get people to hold back. Inner thoughts and excuses for not acting can be, it's not the right time. It's none of my business. The other person can discover it him or herself. I'm afraid of a conflict. I'm not brave enough to bring this up. This person's manager should say it. I don't have the time. I'm probably wrong. I don't want to be met by this manager's reaction. Every time you hold back, an opportunity to develop and improve is lost. When is your manager happy, grateful, interested, and enlightened when you are direct and responsible? When is your manager offended, sad, irritated, or aggressive? How do you know? When was the last time you were direct and responsible? How can you be even more direct and responsible? What do you think the employees in the team you lead think about being direct and responsible towards you? How can you help them be even more direct and responsible? What would that mean for you, the team, and the company? Here are examples of how to give different important messages to the immediate manager. The team I lead need to raise their competences dramatically to meet expectations. When you say that there will not be a budget for training and development next year, the dilemma I want you to take decision upon is, do you and I settle for lower quantity and quality in deliverances next year? Do I hire and fire and take the cost of lower productivity for a while when new people are coming in? Or can the budget for training and development be found elsewhere? I appreciate that you want to support me in my personal development. What I need from you is that you give me a balanced feedback, both reflecting what I'm good at and should continue doing and what you believe I can improve. I would like that you are specific in your observations and give me examples of what I do, both with the good part and in improvement areas. I would also like to discuss afterwards what I want to train on and where I disagree with you. Is that possible? I was surprised when you spoke to the CEO about the project I lead. When you said, "We took charge of the challenge and it is fixed now," I get the understanding that you fixed it, and I presume that the CEO will think the same. Since we both know that I fixed it, I will prefer you to say so. I'm sure you had your reasons, but I need to get the recognition for the job I do to keep up the focus. Otherwise, I will spend time on my own frustration instead of being productive. Is that possible going forward? Direct without being responsible is easy. That is just to say what you think immediately as you think it. No censorship. This is often what the hunter does, and where it creates frustration more than clarity. Responsible without being direct is equally inefficient. If you only think it, but don't say it, like the nurse and the scientist most often do, nobody can act upon it. It may be that it's obvious to you, but don't expect your manager to guess what you think. The conqueror tends to make a joke out of it, be ironic, or make very long, complicated, and less understandable sentences when things are hard to say. If you're not clear and straight to the point, you cannot expect your manager to understand what you want to say, and he or she cannot act upon it. Irony is in fact just a back door where you can decide upon whether you meant what you said or not. Being direct and responsible is simply not what most people have been brought up to master. Neither is it something that most people have practiced. Either you master direct or you master responsible, but you don't find many people who can master both. Nevertheless, it is an important focus area and training point for great managers. Most middle managers can improve their ability to be direct and responsible. Ask yourself these questions. When am I direct and responsible? What do I exactly do? When do I exactly do it? When am I not direct and responsible? How can I improve even further? What would that mean for me, the team, my immediate manager, and the company? And what do I want to do now? In this model, you can see what kind of effect direct and responsible communication and the opposite has on other people. If you are direct and responsible, your immediate manager can decide whether to take actions immediately or not. Whether your manager decides to take action depends on how your feedback is aligned with this person's values, intention, and mindset. If it is aligned, the manager is more likely to want to change behavior. Your observations are important, even though they are not always pleasant to hear. As most other people, your manager is most probably interested to hear if his or her behavior does not correlate with his or her intention. If you are direct but irresponsible, it can be because of your own frustration. Sometimes frustrations can cause us to say important things in an inappropriate way. Take your time to plan what, how, and when to say what you want to say, and deal with your own frustration first. If your personal profile is a hunter, you are more likely than others to take this position, since you are quick on foot to deliver negative criticism. The other party can get hurt or refuse to listen to you. If you are irresponsible and indirect, you might as well say nothing at all. It can be that you have given up on your manager and that the job doesn't matter to you anymore. Find out what it is all about. Deal with your frustration and be curious about why your manager is as he or she is. All healthy, normal people have a good intention. Find out what your manager's good intention is. It may not be what you find is your preferred good intention, but can you accept it? Being irresponsible and indirect can only cause your manager to misunderstand or sense that something is wrong and not knowing what it is and what to do about it. If you're responsible but indirect, your manager has to discover that a message has been sent. Maybe your manager really wants to know about what you're trying to say, But don't expect anybody to guess your hints. If you really want changes, then you have to speak up. If you are direct and responsible, the other party can take a decision about changing mindset and behavior and can take action immediately. This is probably what you want your manager to do. Indirect and irresponsible is not likely to cause any actions and changes. Indirect yet responsible or irresponsible yet direct are maybe causing actions or changes if your manager understands what you're saying. Direct and responsible communication are more likely to be a trigger for your manager to listen to you, act and change opinion and/or behavior.